Hey, this is Keith Kranc from Dominate Web Media, and I just want to go off on a quick little rant. I read an article the other day, and as I started reading it, it started getting my blood boiling, Literally, I was laying in my bed, and I couldn't go to sleep. I just couldn't go to sleep because I was so frustrated with a lot of the points and a lot of the comments that people were making on this article. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of very valid points on this article, and it was a very well-written article. It was called Why You Should Opt Out of Facebook Advertising. And it was written by Mike Alton. And Mike Alton's got a great following. He has awesome content. So I recommend you following him, by the way. But he wrote an article that to me was controversial, okay? It was, like I said, it was why you should opt out of Facebook advertising. He talked about a lot of the statistics and how recently Facebook made an announcement to basically say that they're going to show businesses posts in the news feed less. That wasn't very eloquent, but it doesn't matter. Basically what they're saying is it's going to be tougher and tougher to get more exposure with your business Facebook page posts unless you use their advertising platform. So yes, if you're used to getting a lot of free organic posts from your Facebook business page, I understand the frustration. However, if you have a real business, okay, my background before this was I owned multiple local businesses as a part of 2 different franchises where we did direct mail advertising, Valpak, the coupon mailers. We did a little bit of billboard advertising. We did co-ops where we did TV and radio, and it was expensive. A billboard on a not even a very busy road was $10,000 a month. And when I see what we can do on Facebook, I'm just blown away. I've literally, with my Facebook ads account and my multiple clients in tons of different industries, we have generated over 40,000 leads just in the last couple years alone, and several $1 million in sales, direct result of Facebook. But the thing is, there's more than just generating leads. If you have a business and you want to get exposure, and if you have high value content, you need to be using Facebook advertising strategically. There's no way around it, in my opinion, unless you just don't want to grow really fast, or you're just really frustrated. And I understand, trust me, because it is to do this right. It's not that easy. It really isn't. It's not that easy to do this right. You have to have a few things going for you. Number one, you have to have high value content. You have to give away good content. You have to have something to amplify, like my friend Dennis Yu always says. You have to amplify good content, okay? And then you have to have some systems in place that you can move those folks back into your sales funnel, okay? Like Gary Vaynerchuk talks about in his brand new book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, which I recommend reading. Jab, jab, jab is value, 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 not selling, not selling. You're warming your market up, and then you're selling. A right hook is a jab. Now, if you use Facebook right, you can do all that stuff. And the thing is why do I think it's okay for Facebook to reduce the exposure for business pages? Number one reason is because Facebook, we want Facebook to be around for a long time, okay? There's over 1 billion users on Facebook. Whether you like Facebook or you hate Facebook, your customers are on Facebook, okay? A lot of them are on Twitter, a lot of them are on Google+, a lot of them are on all these other channels. A lot of the kids are coming up on all this other stuff like Snapchat and Instagram, of course, everybody is, but nothing compares to Facebook, and nothing compares to the targeting capabilities you can do with Facebook. Did you know that you can target people with Facebook based on the value of their home, their net worth, if they buy organic, or if they buy natural foods, if they buy geriatric, if they have a certain amount of kids, if they drive a BMW compared to a Mercedes, if they like to read, if they're an author, all these things, okay? Now those first few things I just mentioned have nothing to do with what somebody puts in their Facebook page, what page they like, okay? This is offline data, okay? So it's gathered from credit cards, credit card companies, mortgage holders, motorcycle mortgage holders, frequent flyer programs, shopping rewards programs, and so on and so on. Those guys sell their data, and guess what? Facebook, now you have access to it as a business owner or an entrepreneur. You have access to that. You can put your message just in front of those people. There's nothing else out there. I don't care. There's nothing else out there that you can do this besides Facebook. You can't, and for the amount of money, you can basically do that part for free and then pay on a per-click basis or per impression basis compared to spending $10,000, $20,000 on a billboard that everybody has to see. there's no comparison. So if you have a real business, if you want to grow your business in the long run, if you want to set things up and grow revenue, have profit, and also make a difference, if you want to, if you have something that you feel like really improves people's lives and you want to get that out there as fast as possible, you've got to be on Facebook, and you've got to do it right. Create high value content, add that up onto your Facebook page, then go into the ad manager and put a small amount of your budget every month to boosting, not boosting from the Facebook page. You got to do it from the ad manager. You got to do it right, but promote that high value content and then bring them to your website where you can, where they can join your email list, where they can become a fan on your page, but maybe join your email list, maybe buy a product, maybe set up a consultation, free trial, whatever your product or service is. That will happen, but you can get in front of them for pennies on the dollar. And you can also promote your high value content. You can also brand yourself. You can also get publicity. You can get in the New York Times and the LA Times by running Facebook ads targeting people that work at the New York Times. There's so many things you can do that you can't do on any other channel or any other ad platform. So I'm really passionate about this because not only because it's exciting, but because I'm doing it with all of my clients and my students. People are doing this. They're generating thousands of leads, millions of dollars with Facebook ads, okay? So please don't get too frustrated. It's frustrating, but the one thing I didn't mention, I kind of skipped over because, like I said, this is a rant, is that people are on Facebook and you don't want them to leave. You want to be able to tap into them, right? Because, like I said, there's no other platform where we have access to that those targeting capabilities, right? So if Facebook starts letting every Tom, Dick, and Harry business just spam the news feed with pitch after pitch after pitch and promotion, then the users are going to leave. Okay, so we want the user experience to be high, so we want Facebook to limit businesses. We don't want it all to be businesses because then none of us will be able to use it. So we want a good user experience for the end user. Then we have to move on, and it's just not as cheap as it used to be. But however, the targeting capabilities and the systems we can put in place with retargeting people that land on our website and leave are 10 times better than they were a year ago. Trust me, I know, because we've been doing this for a long time. And so Facebook has actually improved for the business owner, but you have to do it right. So please, don't give up, don't get frustrated, just set up the right systems. That's all I ask. And if you want to, I've got a free guide. I've got my Facebook checklist. It's basically revised where it's basically a step-by-step guide to what to set up, what to implement to get maximum ROI and profit from Facebook in 2014. So you can download that. There might be a link here, might be a banner somewhere on this page, depending on where you're watching this video. Make sure you do get that. It's free. So other than that, sorry, I'm a little bit frustrated, and I hope you don't give up and do a little research, put the right systems in place, create high-value content, and get out in front of your potential customers because they're out there, and it's a lot easier to get out in front of them with these systems that we have in place. So other than that, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.